Ye betu aye nyumara. Aye nyumara. Ye betu oh aye nyumo. Ye betu. Dear friends, it is Friday. The beauty about Friday is that for some people who work, it is an opportunity to go on break. And for some people, they will be in the mortuary this morning. Others have already gone to pick their beloved. Others are starting their funeral just right now. But in all this, it's an say, Nia all buano, no ako weekend. Nia all buano. Na waye ye ni nyina erade enhyehyeye. But before we move on to the things we have for you today, let's encourage ourselves in the words of Revelation chapter 21 verse 4.
Revelations chapter 21 verse 4. Ni ga kanyo ake ni nyongmo achumo amehia ya fonu fe gbele bedon ni inkomoyeli lo blomo lo nona kohu bedon ejake chuchu nile ehu eti. The English reads that, and God shall wipe away all tears from your eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things have passed away.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
As we do every Friday, we encourage our dear friends who, in one way or the other, will receive their beloved, and for some people will be buried. Mume nyina yentie die Yohane oka ewo edisem. Revelation chapter 21 verse 4. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things have passed away. Sana Yohane woka kire yin no so hwe emri bi ba ono onyankropon obe pepa ye ni wani so nyinara hwe owuo eni ho biem wosu eni ho biem afa yawo esusu eni ho biem. This morning I'll be preaching at the funeral on a topic I call a certain conversation among the dead. Sanegba ko yegbele ate enkomodidie bi ewo ewufu mu hwe o Kristo ni wu ayenkazi wewu nemum yese wada esane se nea wu Kristo mu ewrade manodankwa. And that's what we are saying. But you know what? For the one that is dead, it is a journey to another world. And in this world, onyankopon de wo ho, nyankopon no de hene. Ento se wona waworo monto magufi we gwamani moja mu no, obe pepa wo mani wani so nyinara. Hey, owu oni ho biem. Eya wo ni ho biem. Afi soso arewo kora ni ho biem. Se de megina na nchen a enra o call volta region one for abolo amremi amedi arewo yi. Se da chi menya me ba bi kona mo onyankropon ho a mini arewo biem. This morning we are encouraging all of us. Please be encouraged. The dead is dead, but those who die in the Lord have salvation of eternity. People, when you so and ask yourself, say ne unanka wuwa anka kunta ben anka wubu. Please be encouraged. God bless you. May He make His face to shine upon you and grant you peace, especially for our beloved who will be burying their dead. Now, this morning we will be joining the Metals,
the
in Nazareth Society to bury their mother. We'll give you full details, but whatever it is, God will be with you, our dear friends, Metals. Now, what are we serving today?
What is your favorite food? How much is a bowl of kinky now?
Well, you see, there are places of convenience and there are places of opulence. So places of convenience, tokrum, maybe a corner, no banal 4 cedi, 5 cedi. But the place of opulence, kake come but na keke na bafita 70 Ghana, a package. Yes.
What you
It depends on the pocket. Pocket dry place of convenience corner. Keshikale be atron akesesem
me obi mi aka me favorite
bonle ni je omo
alo wache
they say
live ne Kenya he wache ni here to 30-40 cedis say
you can buy
ma he wache ma he gari ma he spaghetti ma he salad ma he wolo ma he willy ma he fish monyo he.
Wow. Dear friends, the fact is that there is a speculation ebi ka say eduane bo ebe kosoro. Well, if one will come back, we are going to give you.
I don't want it to go up because I've always budgeted my money for watching.
You have eduane bo. Yakoba, we are going to give you the full story of whether or not eduane bo be kosoro and kosoro. All right.
Yes. And now Afarley, so we'll take you to Sugakope, where yesterday the Methodist Church Ghana and the Methodist Church Togo has also signed a memorandum of understanding. We'll bring you details of it, what the agreement will do for the two countries, and then the Conference of African Churches as well.
Yes,
so bring you details of
that. Yes. We will bring you full details of that now was there, and they will carry you through all the nitty-gritty of the place. But Boko is also in the news again.
Back again.
Boko
but this time it's not on a bad note.
No, it's not on a bad note.
No.
Yes. Ghana Water is being urged to go back to work and get things connected back. So this one, Papa, our friends in Boko, very soon your waters are going to run because there is every effort being made.
And the office of the Ghana Water Company would also start running.
Yes.
Because the workers would have to come back to work. But please, the fact that they are coming back doesn't mean that you guys should start or spark another fire. Please, let sleeping dogs lie.
All right.
Let them continue sleeping.
Did you say sleeping dogs?
Let them continue. Let them continue sleeping.
All right. So those and many others we are bringing to you on Deru. You call Deru so and someone. Nadia tujwa maku mienu miense. You better your boy say na yes is so amount.
The newspaper headlines
will be so sweet and nice. Please, all the information into your weekend, you are going to get it from here.
I miss our sponsors. Let me say thank you to 𝗟𝘆𝗲𝗿𝗘 Insurance Company for all your insurance needs, multi-credit savings and loans, KFK Foods, the Methodist University Ghana admissions are still ongoing, and Sankofa Natural Spices want to say thank you for holding us up until today, and you keep holding us up.
All right. Say you really say na ye the apomudin bro near the insurance brewer, and you be interview me nubi. We need bad houses are here. Suma. It's also here. Suma, and then asem kesiye so, and then nankasa betna say. Today we are going to talk about love in the air. Hey, o Christo ni Christo di Valentine, and I also di Valentine.
When you say Saturday, you cry Ash Wednesday.
Well, it's Ash. Well, today when you sit with your panelists, you are going to ask them.
You have nowhere to go to. You have to come to church.
You come down. So finally, we will come out with our agro. Now, yasa ne amao bye. Today, now we'll pray with you so that your weekend will be well. You try your one by your bar. You better not say now. You cook one crater more any internet. So stay and stay.
Nyansa ashese onyinyamishu. Let the little children come to me and do not hinder them. Matthew chapter 19 verse 14. Oh yes, let the little children join hands with WTV every Sunday for a special children's service with the Methodist Church Ghana at 10 a.m. with repeat at 2 p.m. on WTV and Facebook. Nyasa ashese onyinyamishu. Wesleyan Television, reaching out to the world.
Meye mi fie Christian fie. Mema mi kun aye Christiani. Na me mofra aye Christian fo. Mema mi fie aye Christian fie. Ban papam aye dwumadi a ekoso ewo WTV so. kasa afa ekwan a ye tete ye mofra ekwan a ye befa so ama ya ware ayefe ne ya ware edimu efie entete anase efie siesie ene efie nkomodie mu nso yenya ento nchen into me to sa frɛw sɛ hwɛ WTV na nneɛma pa bebree ɛwɔ WTV so enwumpa nkomodie papa nneɛma pa ɛbɛboa me ne omienu ɛne yɛn fie kɔso ara na hwɛ WTV.
Yen in church, Jumedia Sronqua, Methodist Yasha at the Airbrem, in church, so you best sunya adia, afa, the nim efanyang coupon, yes, to Christo, home, Kong Kong, and a sunny to your GDMO anamo, a bepens and pens, a GDN fappem, yen church, you be pisa, you best sunya, na you be home. Kaya way, na yen sunya the hour yen church, so yen church, yama GDNMO at the hope pepe.
Hello, good morning once again. Thank you so much for joining us again. We are also live on Facebook, WTV Ghana, and on YouTube, the Wesleyan Television Ghana. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so that you miss out on any information. But we are back again, and this time is for the 𝗟𝗏𝗘 segment, where we sit down, delve into details, the topics, or the stories that we've handpicked from the internet, and then we'll also go into the newspaper headlines. But before we do that, there's a funeral invitation. We humbly invite you to the burial and thanksgiving service of the late evangelist 𝗟𝗜𝗍𝗘, aka Easy. The funeral arrangements is happening. It happened yesterday, 8th of February, at the 𝗟𝗏𝗘 Road, and today, Friday, February 9, it is happening at the Wesley Methodist Cathedral, Accra, precisely Palladium, at 8 a.m. and the interment is a private burial. Thanksgiving service on Sunday, 11th of February 2024 at 9:30 a.m. at the Freeman Memorial Methodist Church. The attire is white. He was a very renowned evangelist of the Methodist Church, Ghana.
All right, on another very sad note, we want to commensurate with the Hansens. We are, please, with you in spirit this morning. There will be a funeral service. You see, my voice is a bit slow. Even those of us who are very familiar with bodies, sometimes we get emotional. Our Hansen brothers, this morning we know you are getting ready to lift Mama from home into the chapel for a pre-burial. Niso, Hansen, and then Henry, wherever you are, we ask that God be with you this morning. All of us are coming this morning. Please, if you can join us at the Nazareth Society Mamprobi Circuit. This morning pre-burial begins at 7. And as I said, I am your preacher for the morning. And I'm speaking on the theme, a certain conversation among the dead. 𝗟𝗜𝗍𝗘. Please come, let's worship and serve God as we say goodbye to our mother. God bless you.
So we'll move straight to 𝗟𝗏𝗘 and our very first story. So yesterday we were at 𝗟𝗏𝗘, precisely the Holy Trinity Spa, where the Methodist, a delegation from the Methodist Church Ghana and a delegation from the Methodist Church in Togo came together to sign a memorandum of understanding, and the MCG and the Église Methodiste.
Now, so before you go, I know because you were there, you are in a hurry to tell us what was there.
But I'm excited.
Yes.
Because it's a good one. The details of the agreement is a good one.
It's a fantastic one.
Fantastic one.
So I want to just ask, what was the response of the delegation from Togo after the agreement was signed, you were there physically with them. How was the demeanor? How was their response like? Were they happy? Were they...
The euphoria after the program was a good one. And if you see, after the whole thing was signed, the agreement was signed, the hands were shaking, their bishop and then our presiding bishop were sitting together having beautiful conversations. They brought a gift to the presiding bishop of Ghana. Oh, okay. Yes, our presiding bishop. They brought us a gift. All right.
So take us into the food.
And then we also give them a gift as well. Yes, yes.
I'm sure. Okay, well, I don't know what was given.
I'll give you the details.
Okay, let's move on.
So the Methodist Church Ghana and the Église Methodiste du Togo, that's the Methodist Church in Togo, have signed a memorandum of understanding to strengthen their mission to other Methodist conferences across Africa. The president of the African Methodist Council, who doubles as the presiding bishop of the Methodist Church Ghana, Most Reverend Dr. 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗏𝗏, said the agreement will live to see the success and growth of the two conferences as well as African conferences as a whole. Language should not be a barrier as long as this agreement stands. As children from the Methodist Church Ghana will be taken through exchange programs through the Children's Festival to offer them opportunities to learn and polish their French speaking and writing skills. The presiding bishop added, he said the agreement will afford the two countries the opportunity to evangelize, create a common platform for the two conferences to both learn English and French, train ministers of the gospel in Ghana and Togo, and students from Togo who are Methodists will also be given some form of discounts to afford them the opportunity as foreign students who wishes to learn at the Methodist University, Ghana. The collaboration, which began 2 years ago, will see the birthing of many opportunities between the two conferences in Africa and beyond.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. A year Methodist, sorry, Ghana, and near Togo, Nenra, Ewosuga Kope, and Penifo, Edi Enimu, presiding bishop, and Nabua 4. Now, a year Togo Methodist, sorry, so a year so for Pong, da Omano. Omode and Shisheye bi atokrata so say dia sorry me no wo enya eyenkuta ho die bi say no Methodist ewo Ghana ebetimi do asofo ene asori makra akọ Togo amo makọ akosom na afi susu Togo fo susu betimi aba Ghana na ne mpompon so ne ani gisam ema yanum bi kra na say die eye Togo Methodist fo pese omba Methodist University kra besua ade no asoro no betimi aboom amomo etimi aba besua enti we sua French no na we esua brofo na na baby say so we can say French within this and how would they say what's your name in French na on our agreement no me no feel on our agreement me man and I can French and bro
in fact the whole delegation every akago you make a crazy people that make
at least a bit different.
Oh, but this is an opportunity for us to learn.
Okay.
It even tells us that as neighboring, I mean, it's just a line between Ghana and then Togo. So if we are able to learn, Ghana is surrounded by French-speaking countries, that's the Francophone countries, and we are Anglophone. So if we are able to learn, it means that when you step your foot into any of the African countries, you'll be able to survive.
Yes.
It won't take time.
And for those of us who come from that area, a portion of our tribesmen lives there and a portion lives there. So especially for my family, there are Adzikas in Togo and there are Adzikas in Ghana. Okay. So we are one people. My people will say Amadaka Mienye. We are one people. And that is good news for us, both the church in Ghana and the church in Togo. Now thank you for a good job done. Let's go to...
I will bring you the video as well.
Okay. Right, we are going to show the video. And I understand that on Saturday there is going to be a full episode of From Dawn to Dusk. Every of the details of what happened. Yes, we'll be on a new baby. And Sempa Ababetoso.
It will also be streaming live on our social media handles. So don't worry, you can also get to watch. If you are not home, you can carry your phones along.
The World Bank is giving us some form of a bad news, although the people who watch over our agricultural projects, especially our farm produce, think that food prices will really not rise at the same. Some think it will stabilize. But the World Bank is projecting that global food inflation to remain high in the year 2024. So nana bisa me say me dok no at the same. Say me hu dok no bi a eco 6 cedi. Yes, there couldn't be eco 6 cedi, and well, not too good a news, but now give us the full story.
So the World Bank has stated in its latest food security update report that food prices will remain high in 2024, adding inflation in low, middle and high income countries were high in the year 2023. According to the Washington-based lender, the inflation level in 63.2% of low income countries was greater than 5% in 63.2% of low income countries in the year 2023. This was 1.3% higher than in the last food update on January 17, 2023. It also revealed that the inflation level was greater than 5% in 73.9% of lower middle income countries and 48% of upper middle income countries in 2023, recording no percentage change from the last update. World Bank added that in high-income countries, the food inflation level was also higher than 5% in 44.4% of countries, which was 1.9% points lower than in the last food update. Furthermore, in real terms, food price inflation exceeded overall inflation in 71% of the 165 countries where data was available.
Well, World Bank and say omodi enkoma so Washington America no ho na nso se omo pro wo mumnimu a ana se wo mo wensi a wo biaro wo wiase nyina enya kata na de pa kire ne se aduane a yedi aduane a yenkuafo sori ahomache ekọ afuo mu ekofa brɛ yen no ɛho nsɛm ka no atochima kakra isane se the obroni friend inflation se ye nyina yen Ghana yesika ye di se de toto amanone de ho na nioma ye to nyina obroni beka se ye the good food basket mu a ye strike ni average a de ebenya free mu no a ye friend no inflation ye si ebibre mu ha ana enkura wo musika sam wo fom any nkura wo musika sam peja wo mumu kakra de middle income countries any de lower middle income and lower income countries afi etwa mu afi 2023 na inflation na wo soro nti said yakoba ne say nti afi mu no eduane bo ebema ne homre so na ne ye ka say ye de Ghana ha ebi ka say da be emma ne sa isan say ya papa Akufo-Addo na mamwe planting for food and jobs no nka say ba ne be boan ebi say ye de ebi anankoba ne sa, but whatever it is, we are seeing the trickling effect of these seemingly gradual ascendancy of food prices. I made an example with my good old 𝗟𝗏𝗙 Dokono, where used to be 3 Ghana cedi, 4 cedi at most.
Where did we come from to get here? Because as low as 2 cedis, and then currently is going for 6 or 5.
You didn't say
because,
1 cedi.
Why? Is that difficult? So imagine that your spouse and then your 3 children making 5.
Yeah.
Somebody don't know in a day. So
it's
5, 25 cedis. And abacus will be abacus. To better extra 2 account now move 5 no match 2 na account
and I make us say we call pechepe place no cry now, so we be a wako restaurant pechepe place wako restaurant kakra no
so director 3 na can any
7-day
package, you know. How does it? How's that? What's the form it comes in?
It's a package of 1 ball of kinky.
Hey.
Yes, but there's so.
Okay.
Na ya chikusuya kakra.
Okay.
Na fish near Bama assorted.
Okay.
Your friend will be UN United Nations.
It will be BFU. Abambo shrimp.
Fan BB. Okay. Wall of you.
With you in a few. Okay.
Be shito. Abambo shito. Niji black shito.
Cambo red.
Shito red.
Abambo green. Green chili sauce. No, 70
Ghana.
Restaurant style.
All right, so this morning, if we open the phone lines, na baby, I will do any talk. Say, Akosra, please feel free to tell us. And ne, you be a telephone, yes, right? If you auto tools are fe, auto me document be auto a mo auto watch, say, price na Akosra, Mr. Bomodena, any ending como. Now, let's go to the pharmaceutical industry in our country. A year. Pharmacy for na yedu so yes ye the tabo ato a year 142 in Rubia eba na fayokomu ene yenhwe enro potin a ye de tabo ato. And what are the reasons?
Okay, so the Ghana National Chamber of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Importers and Wholesalers Association of Ghana have jointly expressed concerns regarding the Ministry of Health's proposed import ban on 142 drugs. While not rejecting the idea of restrictions, the pharmacists are urging a careful and thorough approach to prevent unintended consequences that may impact the health and well-being of the Ghanaian population. During a press conference in Accra, representatives from the pharmaceutical groups highlighted their prior collaboration with the ministry during the ban on the initial 49 drugs. They emphasized the importance of stakeholder engagement during that process, allowing wholesalers to identify drugs with local manufacturing capacity. Fifi Yamwa, the Executive Secretary of the Pharmaceutical Importers and Wholesalers Association of Ghana, raised the point that, unlike the previous ban, no stakeholder meeting had taken place this time. He called for a similar dialogue to facilitate discussions on the proposed ban, ensuring that local manufacturers can effectively take over production without compromising the quality of the drug.
All right. Eye aswaya ehwe yapomuden so na omone eye aswaya so a ewo Ghana so omohwe enuro eba se yebeye enuro eba se yewia yebe chichire de ebegu tuamu de ebegu rubber mu ana afi ne ton eye pharmaceutical industry ewo Ghana ana wo mudi nkomo aban de se onam eya soeya ehwe eye yapomuden so e de tabo ato enuro mako oha ne aduanan mienu so na eno mo ka se Ministry of Health band prekopede umwa yen indi tobo ase na yentena ase yensi nkonwa ne yenhwehwemu ne yenhwe ne ese ye de tabo to so ana de ese yemfa tabo ndokoba sa na edwuma ye no aye bisi basa isa ne se enuro no bi wo ha ye wo Ghana ha ye chichire wo Ghana ha de bigu ntuom de bigu so ehhehye robom bi so ehhehye paper nti koba ne sa de a na edwuma ewo pharmaceuticals no na ekofom nti mayentena ase na yeni nkomo na afi ne yesi ye no na yenye. Now, whilst I think this is good news for all of us consumers, it is also for Ministry of Health and the pharmaceuticals to sit and amicably resolve. I know the issue is coming from full disclosure of content and the fact that how the drugs are manufactured must be fully disclosed. You know, this goes through a process, right from the FDA comes to the standard board and all that. Sometimes they are not pharmaceutical because say to me so and so the Ministry of Health is also striking straight away because they are in charge of our health and they want.
But this will be good news for manufacturing companies in Ghana because it will afford them the opportunity to also manufacture locally manufactured drugs for us to consume here instead of always importing. And if possible, when we get to a certain point where we are able to produce it properly, we can also export it to other countries.
Yes. But you see, again, the issue has been capacity to manufacture. Yeah, they bad company be na Quarcoo jina ni mo na they bad. But if you are not careful, na you intimate meet the demands. Me
the demand nimpo and another problem. But na me who story no, I was discussing with a friend. No, nipa ne say, anka ebeya the only thing that would discourage these manufacturers, and they say one year, the more they are doing is now there will be a form of tax I remember na they become and no into when we say omujino super, but it's just like it's wobbly. One year opium pay no makoto form. So I know so you share.
Into any pharmaceuticals for any a year. Ministry of Monshare imported drugs, yeah, but they do baby so they may kind go through the FDA, go through the standard boards. Now, say all of these are accredited and properly so set for consumption. Now, if you're a student of history, you remember that one of the agitations between the colonial government and Gold Coasters in many years ago was the fact that so farmers reported to the colonial government that they are farmers, but they realized that their cocoa trees are being taken over by certain diseases. And the chief among them was the 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗘 that we are about to talk about. Anna 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗘 a colonial master, I can say, if these plants are diseases, cocoa plants, chat netotrini. And our forefathers in those days, even when they are not going to school, on bisa obroni colonial masters say, Mr. Papa obroni, me pese me bisa wasem. So we area, one kasa obi kun ho ana. No say that. So that's what we read in the history. But let's see the full story of the 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗘 disease and how it has destroyed 500,000 hectares of cocoa farms in Ghana.
So the chief executive of Ghana Cocoa Board, 𝗟𝗜𝗍𝗏𝗘, has revealed that over 500,000 hectares of cocoa farms in Ghana have been lost to the cocoa 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗍 viral disease, posing a major threat to the country's cocoa production. While recognizing the gravity of the challenge, Mr. 𝗟𝗑𝗍 also offered some assurances indicating that measures have been put in place to continue to be implemented to address the issue. Mr. 𝗟𝗑𝗍 made this disclosure during a panel discussion at the partnership meeting of the World Cocoa Foundation in Amsterdam, where he shed light on the multifaceted challenges confronting cocoa production in Ghana. In addition, CSSVD, Mr. 𝗟𝗑𝗍 highlighted the detrimental impact of illegal mining and climate change, which further exacerbates the decline in cocoa productivity and pose a threat to the livelihoods of cocoa farmers. The unregulated mining industry is causing deforestation, soil degradation, and water pollution, all of which are negatively affecting the growth of cocoa trees, he said. Coupled with this menace is climate change, which is having a devastating effect on cocoa trees, which are highly sensitive to temperature and weather patterns. The rise in temperatures, unpredictable rainfalls, and prolonged droughts are affecting tree growth and reducing their output, he added.
𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗘𝗘 Wopenia aban edinesi o se cocoa ne ntoto ye nyinara onhwe so maye se ekuafo edi cocoa ebeba eyenkran na yedi esi eposo na yedi akọ amansan edwamanso eye papa 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗘𝗘 ono na odani nyina ano a wo hwe ne ntoto ye na we na wo ka se eye cocoa akate bi a atiesi cocoa so de enyasam ketwa eye de obroni friend 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗘𝗘 no asay cocoa pa na okeka opa kire se yengalam se nsensam ni nsuo a ato atese afei so eye ekuafo nankasa ntoto ye bi a eduru ba bi a na atochema kakra akoba ne se eye saa 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗘𝗘 agi cocoa no efuo no bebre na efri ekuafo nsam na enye asempa pakra ema cocoa fo na emomo se aban de nhwehwe ya to ho ehwe sednie aban betimi aboa na cocoa ekuafo wo mu asre na omani entutu enka omunsa yemo. So that is what we have. Now, have you seen cocoa before?
Oh yes.
Oh, una cocoa da.
Oh, so
Small girls are
when na cocoa da iye po ahu.
Oh, you cocoa. Yeah, Gambia.
Oh. So iya hi obuase.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes.
Allow. that one is all right. So now let's move into the newspapers now. Let's see what you have for us. So for the Daily Graphic, what do you have to tell us?
Yeah, so Daily Graphic today says that public scrutinizes Bawumia's vision and we won't engage government on electricity VAT, organized labor. The story is on page 13. GCB Bank Platinum Conference held. The story is on pages 10 and 23 of the paper. And a heterogeneous community. The story is on page 16 and 17 of the Daily Graphic.
All right, and so to the Ghanaian Times, they say they are the most authoritative newspaper. And it says that disclose funding sources. Ghana Anti-Corruption Coalition demands as it pushes political parties to promote campaign finance transparency, protect integrity of electoral process. This can be found in the page 8 portion of the Ghanaian Times this morning. He also had Asantehene receives first badge looted regalia from University of California. That is from me this morning on the front page of the Ghanaian Times.
The Chronicle newspaper, I saw leadership in Bawumia the first time I met him. That's from ex-president J.A. Kufuor. Stories on page 3. And Bawumia for President 2024, my manifesto is coming. Another one here on page 14 says that when John 3:16 takes on BMW, the stakes are high. Read Ebukwanse's report on that.
Yes, to the Daily Dispatch, factually reliable, reliably factual. And it says in exactly a red ink over a white surface area. The economic management team which I chair has no decision making powers. Thou sayest, Honorable His Excellency Bawumia. This can be found in page 2. He also has here your plan to restore names of universities suicidal. Quarcoo warns John Mahama. And the 10 major talking points from Bawumia's lecture is also in the front page banner headline of the Daily Dispatch.
The Ghanaian Observer says government drops 15% VAT on electricity. The story is on pages 9 and 10. Digital revolution has transformed economy governance. Semira Bawumia and Akwalu blasts Mahama. Minister promotes investment in mining sector. Lands Commission moves to fast-track land documentation.
All right, to the Daily Searchlight, they say, in service to God and country. They also had the picture of our father, Alhaji Bawumia, and it is saying Bawumia forgot Agric economy's biggest player. And it is also saying here, Dr. Bawumia promises to establish Ghana School Sports Secretariat to aid sports development. He also had former President John Ejikun Kufuor clapping, and this is whilst he witnessed the ceremony as Dr. Bawumia unfolds his plans for election 2024.
The Business and Financial Times, Africa's leading provider of business information, emissions levy will drive up electricity tariff. The IPPs warn. The story is on page 3. Page 3 again says that in banking, GCB Bank commended for financial inclusion, innovation. BOG helped pull economy back from the brink. That's from Vice President. The story is on page 2. And Bawumia touts Zipline's life-saving impact. Bank of Ghana has failed us. That's it for the Business and Financial Times.
Right, to the new finder, he also has the picture of Dr. Bawumia. Bawumia 70-point story agenda to propel Ghana into the 4th Industrial Revolution. He also has Asanteman gather at Manhyia to commemorate Sagranti War. And you can see a picture of a white soldier cladded in white greeting Otumfuo Opemso Nana Onkwaso. We also have for the last from BOG acted decisively to save economy. This is what Bawumia is saying. That will be the last from us this morning. We are hanging around, and when we come back, we are going to make some very insightful exposition from the internet stories and the stories given to you from our papers. Please, we will be back.
How does the story of old influence decisions and lifestyles of today? How can we tread the path to salvation based on past events? Why is history important, and how can it inspire the future? Another says, a generation which ignores history has no past and no future. Join us in a talk show program.
Tell me the old story.
Right here on Wesleyan Television, as we engage knowledgeable people with facts in history that will influence our present and shape our future.
Make a date with us every Saturday at 7 p.m.
as we delve deep into our history. God bless you.
Tell me the old story. Brought to you by the Heritage Directorate of the Methodist Church, Ghana.
Sorry, not sure.
Wake up to a purposeful day.
Get ready for a transformational morning experience.
Sorina Shrine is here to build our spirituality, mental and physical well-being.
Through positive, inspiring actions and stories.
We bring you exciting activities and conversations that develop us as a people and as a nation.
We take a look at the trending issues in Ghana and the rest of the world.
And we also review the impacting stories from our local newspapers.
Every morning, we bring you stories of hope, change, and renewal.
We empower you through the Word of God and provoke you to live the purposeful life destined for you.
Join us, Anita Quarcoo,
and the Reverend Adzika Vincent Agbamanya, Monday to Friday from 5:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. as we take you on an inspiring journey, live and exclusively on WTV.
You may also join us on Facebook at WTV Ghana and on YouTube at Wesleyan TV Ghana.
Sorry, not Shrine.
Wake up to a purposeful day.
Sorina Shrine is brought to you by
Danwell Insurance, Multi-Credit Savings and Loans,
and the Methodist University Ghana.
Hello, thanks for joining us again. This is the 𝗟𝗏𝗘 segment where we sit with our panel and we delve deeper into the stories. We'll also wait for you when it's time. You also bring us your comments on the numbers that will be rolling on your television set, and then you'd also bring us your comments. But before you bring us your comments or you call in, we've been joined by Mr. Nicholas Taylor, who is a trade unionist. He's a teacher. He's a youth and gender activist. Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma'am.
People are to say. Almost say Brafuna does into my switch it.
Yes.
But say who you did. How's the week been for you?
Oh, yeah, it's been fine. Movement up and down. But by the grace of God, we are making it up.
Stabilizing.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, they are welcome. You are welcome. All right, so anopay the asempa Emma Methodist Asafono. So the Methodist Church Ghana signs partnership with the Togolese counterpart Methodist asafo ewo Togo ene Ghana for na enra presiding di animu amount de onsa ahye krata sesesi yebedi agro abom yebesum nyame abom yebesua ade abom na wote nsemu na etosen
yes because me manage here
video ni
okay manage here because sorry ye no say sorry to me kire nka bom ema ewiase ehu say sorry no ye ma akwanchepa we are setting a good example me did say when I was a late chairman myself Bishop Donko, now a Takwa, and one other Reverend Minister who was in the Kofore Diocese, presiding the delegate called Benin. And we also had similar arrangements.
But me by a year for a year enra video ye nyawo a year Soga Kope Holy Trinity Spa and on a Guina late chairman Ejina Hobi a year presiding bishop a year Togo so sofo ponwa oda o manimu na ohwe presiding eye ne kasokwa wahye ne scope cap na otumusa ampa episcopal no episcopal sin editinti my pa na me bisa say Togo for na ngeza mo so mo hye mo kasoko baba whatever it is Ghana is episcopal but it doesn't mean they don't wear the kasoko or a gown
only the black.
As I was saying, they call Benin so that they were not using much of the guns. Even on the Sunday crown, say Bishop Donko's dressing was quite unique among them.
All right.
And so no, I think it's a good thing. These partnerships are very good. To me, every other aspect of the church's life. Then of course Benin, then of course Togo, then of course Ghana. Sorry, you bet to me aye at the album.
This was one of the gifts of the Methodist Church Ghana.
All right.
And I guess one of our gifts in so any calendar. Yes. And agreements now. Agreements comes in two forms. In the English. Udani China a French.
Okay.
And to find now to mean kind French now is the same thing that has been written in the English language. And both sides can read and then find the details of that.
Presiding Bishop and all Kasano. It's been a good one. Thank you very much.
Ghana will mention Togo, whilst Togo will also mention Ghana.
Sur la base de l'histoire du méthodisme, nous pouvons dire que le Ghana peut prononcer le Togo et le Togo également peut appeler le Ghana.
So there is a common thread between us.
Il y a un lien étroit entre nous.
Which has continued over the years.
Et qui a continué dans les années.
And today we are meeting to deepen that collaboration.
Et aujourd'hui nous sommes ensemble pour pouvoir approfondir cette collaboration.
This is a partnership between two conferences.
C'est le partenariat entre deux conférences.
And because we share in a common vision.
Comme nous partageons la même vision et mission,
it is something that is not going to deviate from what we have been doing all the time.
C'est pas quelque chose qui sera dévié de ce que nous faisons d'habitude.
So when it comes to the area of ministry, we are looking at our evangelism, we are looking at the training of our personnel. We are looking at the children, the Sunday school, how do we cooperate, and in all of these, we're making sure that there is that common platform for all of us, because as somebody said, if you listen to the names that were mentioned, we have Mensa on our side and we have Mensa on Togo's side. Yeah, so we are brothers and sisters. It's just that the line is dividing us.
All right. Yeah, that's it. A presiding bishop and ukra microphone. What share a year ne castle? Come. And now because a castle can the one who you be who now pa. Inti enra a year said ye na di kande atu igrano Methodist asafono ene Togo asafo. So ye Methodist for na say the omo tintim nkrata say enuanom baako ye nyina ye enaba ejaba baako Yenina John Wesley ase ana ye hye. Na na presiding ka say sesi ade eye children's ministry umbetimi ene eye Togo children's ministry aye exchange program. Methodist University kra betimi enoma ye exchange program. Afi ni kra sofo so kra betimi ko ha e betimi eba ha. Asafo no members lay for so ebitimi kosomo ha na bi akosomo eyasem de pa. We are going to bring you the full story and the full rendition of this program. Possibly tomorrow we'll give you the time to that effect before this morning show is over. Eja now kasa.
Yes. And to say that collaboration now of course never bought papa. At Benin they were talking about bringing some of their ministers to train at the Trinity Theological Seminary, because you know Trinity has a name, it's a brand. Their training is very good. And to say collaboration about boa and my year bibi. Efi Togo, Efi Benin, and I also ebesia bibi every and so yeho. So it's good, and I want to commend the Methodist Church Ghana for this initiative and the presiding bishop Papa Boafo for leading this kind of pact. We pray say nyawma start no the sunsan so papa and ayanko ye papa bada ye amai mienu ntem in terms of sorry. Now it may affect on mine also, so that we can have a holistic development at the Methodist.
Right, that is a good one. Ubekaya minimum eda uwi a year secondary school there, but in our social studies books, you know, yebekin kan say ekuafo ko enyesu obruno ko ka kire ne say say koku akate atiesu na enyesu obruno say won twa ntontwere na onhye no ana obisa obruni mpacho na say wo yare a wo ku hu ana. It's so that cutting our cocoa trees and burning them is not a solution to swollen shoot. But they say the swollen shoot no assign a say esi a year cocoa mupa papa 500,000 hectares of land. Enya senketo. Eja who was swedru cocoa
ufa nyakro odobin areas na cocoa kakra ho. But painful cocoa one of the commodities are Adzika, Ebra, Ghana pa. Nancy, I mean, let me social media indicate this Ghana, cra cocoa beans, if in Nigeria also. I was startled. Ghana,
well, almost see the Babe frame.
Maybe because of swelling shoots.
Papa, I said we need to tackle that very, very well. So say no, I'm saying syndicated loan be a nanka is a cocoa board, etumiya. Nanka mutumia de toko ko ni yen. Mejidi se omon say ntumi anka ne senia as omon saka. So Ghana's cocoa tons I say to me no currently them say ntumi anko papa. And that is where we need to be very serious, because as a nation that sees the cocoa ade bibi papa pie de breyer no ese ni ko hu. Se be say swollen shoot as started as senior as a cocoa at this alarming level there. I say bomb money pa na yes cocoa board and the Minister of Agric say the bia on betumi aye. This time nowadays with scientific advancement we can have solutions to many of these airborne or some of these crop diseases. In Tebestre, the Minister of Agric says saya dia na atiesu no say anhwene ansomu ye e betimi ase Ghana fortunes, especially when cocoa is one of our mainstays. Until the best stress Ministry of Agriculture and paying for more money and papa na more money say cocoa na yare no ahadwe no e betumi na yesia no ama o manage me sika e betumi de fi nko fo adwuma ye e cocoa sector.
Mr. Taylor Eda say for your rendition on that. We have on the phone Reverend Dr. Enoch Ejekum. Also for you are welcome. Osofo is a lecturer with the Agric Extension and Development Communication at the KNUST. Osofo, good morning, the world.
Our parish.
Where the enye adechre anase sorry asem swollen shoot say yes 500 hectares of cocoa farms echo. Why is it still an issue within the cocoa fraternity in Ghana?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Oh, Osofo, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
It's better. Hello, Osofo, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Inti na me ka se ya mo akwaba na we de anka enye adekere ana se preaching. Enne eye swollen shoot aye de atodwa a ye ka ho asem eja edu eye Oswafo opanyi a yede no ato eye cocoa board ano ana or kase 500 hectares of cocoa farms asay edien na obetimi akafa ho swollen shoot yete na sep na ba yete na sep na ba. Why is it still an issue within the cocoa farm industry?
Thank you for engaging me this morning. I think that it has been an issue because the CSSVD is a key or is a major disease for cocoa. And now when it happens, if for instance it happens in your farm, the likelihood that it's going to affect nearby farms is very high. So the only solution we have as at now is to cut down.
Kakrama me yene akuafo na ekasei yenim se bebre na ko school de banka katwi ma me na ye nananom ba bi omo bi omo nte wonka Israel.
Okay. And today now American say CSSVD and I said the friend swollen shoot no cocoa yarea. It's been there for many years, and the only solution I hear to the disease is cut down all the disease plants in the particular farm, and also nearby farms cut down on cocoa, because the one then the disease ever spread it to the nearby farms. Then the whole community ever affected. So currently that's the only solution we have.
Where the ochracha for Mr. Mibi so asamwa eye ekuafo emri bi atwamu ebisa nyire so broni no na mesan bisa we enti se obi yare a yekunu se won free wi ase ana. Why do we have to cut these trees and possibly burn them? Why do we have to do so? Yentimi mfa edro ngugu so ema cocoa dua no enya ahomeka enti apo.
And although technology abano, but yenya any solution there say you can say via CSSV there check or farmer you spray farm the penche say that problem is solved. Yenya that solution no. So for now they say you who say cocoa is affected, then the only solution is say you be cut. By your cut then replanting will start. Or cocoa board program beyond friend cocoa rehabilitation program. It is an openness to say cut down on cocoa because it's affected by CSSVD now. Then they would enroll you on that program and then give you some compensation for the number of hectares of farmer will 𝗟𝗡 within that period. No.
All right. So what will be the disposition of the soil as well? Which every ho na eye asase na eye cocoa no simu no swollen shoot ne che no me pa to enwura asase nim.
There be air affecting no. Okay. The only solution is you better replant it. Okay. You cut all the plants that were full so then we start another round of planting. In soil in there and hano is the plant na affected no.
Okay, interesting. Also for wakoye software ma cocoa for areshemu. Na face so wakoye e lecturer sa cocoa nsemi udi hu tintima ma ekuafo assurance because for the first time we are even hearing say yes swollen shoot ni ko enwura asase ni. Me pacho ye nananom utio mo mu nkranhye bie.
Nkranhye nsema pede be mom ni say CSSVD 𝗟𝗏𝗘 so open so now cocoa board ebe because compensation packages bebre ewo ho omo na omde omfidi ba be cut down then for 2 years omba be maintain no farm na ma then there's some amount of money so omde be ma enti eno na regime asema ewum so one pelen so there and then just the investment that were here for so many years you lose everything. Okay. So ama o yare no so asane obi efu. Yes so na again. Into the only solution is open so ma cocoa board rehabilitation na then you can restart your farm.
Yo, and sana ebema oba by crown. Where from your point of view as a lecturer, yete ha nansia na eye ye papa Akufo-Addo aban the planting for food and job ebaye na osoafo a ohwe ekuayo kasese die nka ye ni aduane problem kra but we are just hearing from a World Bank report to say yanwe yi a afi aduane bo ebe kosoro. Number one, planting for food and jobs and from your point of view as an academic, how has it integrated into the general ecosystem of farming? And now so eyampa say aduane bo ebetimi akosoro.
From my perspective, net there, planting for food and jobs, ababwa pan, because now there's a lot of production for food in the system. But the only challenge is, although this local production importation of food into the country has not stopped. And once you keep importing, usika bebre nebekum, and also bema dollar rate akosoro, and then even the prices, because you know air ton they buy you crew, no be decided the amount of money and other ton and the product, Now the system is flooded with a lot of foreign foods. Eba more idea. Ubiko market no local rice on top. Obeka so perfume rice. A perfume rice is so no boarding. And that's even a brew and even the local foods that you've been obiape foreign food. In Tinka, you better agree as a country now you cut it down on importation. In Boama, Yena as Ghanaians we will be able to feed ourselves. But as we keep importing, even poultry, akoko so you import it back. Ningina ma yisika sem ekoso. And say and cut it down there, then we should expect higher prices in the near future. With even these Ukraine and Sanema issues now up affect food prices or country anymore.
Yo, also for Yereda was a papa, says you wait to me share 𝗟𝗏𝗘. So, dear friends, we have been talking to Reverend Dr. Enoch Ejukum. He is a lecturer with the KNUST, the section on agric extension and development communication. That is where he currently lectures. He is also a minister of the Methodist Church Ghana, and more importantly, one of the handlers of GAMSU KNUST. Also, for God bless you, please go take care of your students now. Yeah, that's it. Eja.
Yes.
The software can
Yes, Papa, na software can. But I think, say, in terms of this solution, early reporting, and I say, so can one seven tem, and we here. And to say, we are cocoa farmer. Now, who say, Saya, there may be a bar. Immediately, no, as I will report my cocoa board, and the essential officers, so they can diagnose and indicate, say, sir, Yadiano, a way be another way be. Then immediately they will take action. Ah, yes, sir, send you Sikayano. We better way. Ebeka the next farm, not a spreadical. Into master farmers and so Bibisa na or more report immediately to the extension officers so they can come and then do what's expected. Extension
officers and so say yes you catch them because one active faster, then the more maybe I would do more than 2 days, the more express to the next farm. And then the other 500,000 acres.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
You plant your production is coming down. We need to work at it.
It's really coming down.
You plant your cocoa, it will take you a number of years and hard work to make it sprout properly. And then it gets to this point, and then everything must go down.
But quickly on your thought on planting for food and job, any World Bank in some way. Okay. So from no perspective as a lecturer, Ghana. And just as the minister said before he stepped down, I said, so there is food. Now, how the food will come to the market for the consumer to get it is a problem.
You see, the chain of production of food, we need to look at it. The thing can be produced. One of the initiative in Ababania produce it. How does it get to the generality of the people? Recently, I'm saying minister, I'm saying December was so. Ministry. You ask yourself, and Crafon Kwan, they hear brother na. Also Cape Coast for Munyabi. Also Ho for Munyabi. As a Kumasi portions for Munyabi na. Inti say omu producer adiano ewo teaching man ewo ne various places awaya ohona. How do we transport these things to the areas that are needed most? Transportation costs. And I'm a Diana bank crime. Any some other Cape Coast in your man boy.
Road network.
Yeah, road network. And Tinipano Ecofa Diana or no Ecofano. How much is he or she going to buy the thing from the farmer? Or if you to be a car, our befa. Can if you understand a quine year, that was so much charge abnormal rates. And so one major thing having called a processing and storage of the food that is produced.
Okay.
Would be a watermelon bebre a palm edefa ayensu do kwan so.
That same place of pineapple so.
You see, into what be a pineapple no confuse your pineapple. Into ya say confuse fruity. I don't know how well it is doing now. Into to me ya factories are ever process it as store some of these foods now. Into ke yes san your ya na ka ye juma pa na. Who say add into nanka yeba so akọ different place. Say be what is that watermelon. Can we get, I think one was built at the Wale or so, I don't know how operational that one is also working. So if the watermelon processing factory is also there, farmers will not transport it over a long distance at BSSA. Into Boko Kwahono, in Kofubetum 2-3 beer, Nyakan Wansha, Nese. So we need to look at the processing and storage of the food produced that is produced along maybe I plenty of food and jobs. Yes, the policy is good. The policy has been implemented. The minister talked very well about it, the way it has helped Ghana. But saying sustaining development of the food now, and as World Bank is projecting, what we need to add is to process and be able to store, get a bank, food bank, to store these particular food crops. Sebase and one quatria and as a system no more, then these things will come down. Otherwise, we have the buffer stock. The buffer stock that is keeping some of this, and they normally are looking at the schools, secondary school, because of the free SHS and almost supply at the moment. Can we put on a large scale so that we can have a lot of these storage facilities with the good mechanisms that will not add chemicals to it for storage, but some kind of natural ways of keeping these things and technological ways of storage, so that so that when it has been produced, it will not go waste. But as we are saying now, a lot of farm produce are getting waste, either at the point of production or during the process of transportation, or so when you marketer Nadia say.
Yeah, he also spoke about importation, and we'll tie it in with the pharmaceutical industry's plea for Ministry of Health to slow down a little bit in terms of their ban. But waka akoko asem akoko de oka gizzard beba domedo beba. I think importation is still a bane in the agricultural sector. Minara ntinuane na ye wo Ghana ha no ye ni kakra no so ebeba mfi afuo mu ma na ye import more. Please, what is your take on this?
Yes, Papa, so we share Ministry of Finance budget already, I think last year. Now, we say we have a lot of money, foreign exchange, Ghana, Pompe, Edeko outside of this country to bring materials. Now, the use of this money to go outside, it has effect on the stabilization of our dollar. It has effect on our port system. It has effect on business now. So, and sometimes if you don't get good importers, people can dupe people through the systems. And see, I think what we need to look at going forward as a nation, and they say, and there may be a Ghana yet we produce a hano. A buy no bet me a boas for for example, rice production. You go to Abeyime, you go to some other portions in the north, some place Amudia and Monopa. Can we cushion these farmers to produce the rice on very large scales? Nigeria started something like that, and I think they are trying to make a headway. Ghana, can we go that line? Now, having done, say, if we import about 50,000 tons of rice a year, can we now look at reducing the import bit by bit? Say, say 50% and 30%, then we can ban importation of rice. say no yanka say produce here there and say person wo kofa ba e be duty say one won kofa mampo and then the local production will be able to sustain the country. But say now the local production is just about maybe 20-25% in there. Wo cause wo ban importation about having. So I think that we need to encourage our local farmers to produce more and enlarge their farm acreage, so we can move on.
Banner pharmaceuticals on some in terms of the ban, but I have Mr. 𝗦𝗶𝗍𝗲, the Executive Secretary of the Pharmaceutical Importers and Wholesalers Association of Ghana. Uncle Fee.
Hello.
Uncle Fee, good morning.
Good morning, Chief.
Welcome to WTV Sorina Shrine.
Okay, Chief. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much. So, if you can intersperse your English with some Mfante, I'll be very happy so that Mfante by this time better wonka. Why?
No worries.
Okay, thank you. Why is the organization asking the Ministry of Health to exercise some restraint on the ban of imported drugs?
Okay, Chief, thank you for this opportunity, and greetings to your listeners. So, what we are saying is that as pharmacists, as experts in the pharmaceutical sector, we are of the view, and data shows that we are not there yet. We are not there yet.
You are not there where yet? Where
we are not in a position where we can restrict 142 drugs that contain some life-saving medicines or categories, and then expect that we'll put these burdens on about one or two local manufacturers that have started producing these items. We are saying that the proper things ought to be done. We are saying that we need data and scientific proof to show that, of course, these one or two manufacturers can sustain the supply of these medicines. That's what we are saying. We are not saying that we don't support government's aspirations of making Ghana a pharmaceutical hub. What we are saying is that in as much as we agree, we ought to tread cautiously. These are life-saving products, that is medicines. So you can't just play with it just as we play with other products. You cannot play with products that you do not have alternatives. Now, if you restrict these items from importations, what we are saying is that if you take a particular drug and you react to a particular brand that you react to, you do not have any option or you don't have an alternative, and that can be very dangerous. That can be very dangerous to the health of any group of people.
All right. Is it a case that the Ministry of Health is putting a sudden burden on your industry to hasten in terms of manufacturing your own drugs?
I wouldn't say that. But then what we are saying is that the proposal didn't even come from the ministry. Okay. The initial proposal of 116 products came from the local manufacturers. Okay. These manufacturers who also import, some of them even import more than they produce here. So if you check their product list of items that they have on their, under their name, majority constitutes what they import. Okay. Okay. So now, if you are saying you are ready, and if you are saying you have the capacity, if you are saying that, you have the technical know-how, why aren't you producing what you import? Okay. All right. Mr. Fee, if I get you right, is it a section of your own organization who are agitating for a ban on a drug that they manufacture in Ghana? Is that the case in perspective? No, we are importers and wholesalers of pharmaceuticals. That's what we do.
Okay.
And over the years, we have supported the health system with over 70% imports because we don't have the capacity and the technical know-how to produce some of all the products that we need in this country. And so a portion of the products is allowed or has been restricted for the local manufacturers, including 49, which was just banned in 2016. Just 49. Years back, it was 27. And in 2016, 49 was added. So why are we in a haste to add a whooping 142? Where are we rushing to? And you see, these items also contain life-saving products. Now, consider you being a heart patient, or that you have BP, and you go to a pharmacy and they write a particular drug, amlodipine, and you take amlodipine, and you react to amlodipine. You cannot go back to the hospital to say that, doctor, when I took this drug, I reacted to it, so kindly change it for me. You cannot. What we are saying is that my wife, who is on, who has heart issues and is on a medication, takes amlodipine, and that is what sustains her. The last time she went to the hospital, a different doctor prescribed another brand. When she took that, she reacted seriously, and I had to rush her to the hospital for them to issue that same drug, which the amlodipine to her. So what we are saying is that you cannot restrict, you cannot say that this is what we want you to take. As far as health of any group of people is concerned, you need options. You need to have what do you call it? Alternatives. That's what we are calling for. So restricting some of these items is very, very dangerous and can cripple even the national health insurance, because once you do that, then you are creating a monopoly because there is shortage, they cannot produce a quantity you want, and then the rich will be chasing. And you know that the national health has a ceiling. So once the price of the product gets to that ceiling, beyond that ceiling, it will be taken off the national health insurance. And what happens to our elders in the villages, our relations in the hinterlands?
Yeah,
it means that they cannot afford.
You see, so one
be taken off the national health insurance.
One of our major concerns, and this possibly will be your last, has been from we the consumers thinking that imported drugs are usually very expensive than the locally manufactured. That is one. And in conclusion, what is the way forward? Are you going on a roundtable discussion to have these decisions rescinded?
Okay, so let me correct this. Tell me, if you walk into any pharmacy and you are asked, you want paracetamol, and you are asked, which one would you ask for?
Ebi sama. Missy Ebi sama, Ebi sama.
In your silver pharmacy, see, na say order for paracetamol. Now, if you want to be so, the locally manufactured paracetamol, now I pay Mofi Abrochiba, Moina Becca.
Oshemitum.
So you see, you need options.
All right.
You need options. We need alternatives. They were giving 49 just about 5 years ago. I'm telling you that even that small 49, they couldn't even meet the demands from MOH.
Okay. All right.
So how can you say that 49 into my year, one time 142 count?
All right. So way forward. In just 30 seconds.
The way forward is that we are asking for an immediate suspension of the proposed bill, so that we will go for a proper discussion and deliberation on this matter, where we will invite the parliamentarians, experts, researchers, people that matter in the health sector to come for a discussion, and then we'll see what is best for Mother Ghana.
All right.
We don't want a situation where we are trying to avoid a situation where any minister in future can just get up and say that because I have the powers, I'm restricting this number of medicine. So it moved from 27 to 49, now 142. If you allow this to pass, what will happen in the next 5-10 years?
It will go to 1,000.
I just sit in the office and restrict about 500.
All right.
Is it that when we start crying, we need to cry now to avoid the catastrophe that are wasters in the future.
Okay, Mr. Fifi Yamwa, we want to thank you so much. We'll have you come into our studios and we'll discuss pharmaceuticals in its entirety. Thank you so much. So we have been speaking to Fifi Yamwa. He is the Executive Secretary for the Pharmaceutical Importers and Wholesalers Association of Ghana. Now open the phone lines. Let's hear from our cherished viewers.
Yeah, so 025-625-3461. 025-625-3461. You can also call us. The number is also registered on WhatsApp. And so you can also send us a text message, or you can send us a text or a comment on Facebook WTV Ghana, and we'll be here to read it out. 025-625-3461. It will be rolling under your television set. Pick the numbers and call us.
All right. So before Uncle Nicholas comes in, I have some text from our viewers. Now, will you want to read it, or I can? All right. So fantastic analysis on the cocoa issues from my senior Reverend Dr. Tam Ejekum. I hope WTV can invite him more to talk on agric-related issues. Obviously, we are going to have a time with us to discuss things like that with us. Concerning the importation of cocoa, comment by the guest in the studio. It is more of a business strategy decision by the cocoa products manufacturers than local cocoa production. And we also have on the rice production issue. Can you imagine that the brain behind Nigeria's success in the banning rice importation and improving their rice production capacity is a Ghanaian? Well, really? Please, if you can give us evidence to that fact, we will be very happy. In fact, Honorable Abraham Juma Odum has been a former MCE, a member of Parliament for Trifo Ati Mokwa. Well, not too sure we will have this verified about whether he was the brain behind. Unfortunately, we as a country are not serious to use these ideas because of the interest of a few importers who sponsor politicians. Phone lines are open. You be a phone no free. Now also so account 1 or 2. Mr. Taylor.
Yeah, Papa, a healthy nation, they say, is a wealthy nation. And they say, oh, my no, yeah, a pomodin 7 uncle year, or man's own bachelor. I bring me take a consultation. What the BBC ever and call for system, the pharmaceutical industry, the health workers, the whatever. Call them to a table. Ye per se, yes, I know way. You want to draw Newman, per se, ye de tamu etoso. What is your opinion? You are the people in the industry. What can we do? Now we not discuss before even the policy will come out. But I say most of the time, no. And your man, we are not somebody about public now. Unless the people in the industry rise up to rate, no. One share na intercede and by once a recent they had wanted to ban some importation of some items be and importers sorry against here. I don't know, sir, in a bill no yam parliament. Now this one too is coming up. And this 15% on VAT, it came up the TUC and organization rose up and it has also been shielded. Can we have proper consultations before some of these things are put out in the public domain? And then those who are also developing the policies, no, when we say idea the cocra, they will reject. That kind of motivation to do quality work may also be affected.
So this is the role of stakeholders in every sector. Right. If not for you to sit with them and have these discussions.
That is one thing.
So have the discussions with them. If they agree, when you bring it out, people won't come back to counter it. Sure. It's just simple.
No, consultation. But they be a young cash in Chobia, but one say police number out. And so one window to someone sorry and come once some number of one say from their standpoint, then it becomes something else. We want to appeal to our policy makers. And we are all working together. Ghana is Ghana.
Well, but I am all right. Safe us. Good morning. How are our people in Dambai doing? Safas, how are you and the people of Dambai?
I'm good. Are you?
We are fine too. Thank you so much. You are welcome. Go ahead, please. Hello, Safas. Push. Go on.
Okay. What I want to say is the fact is two things. Consultation is very important. Can't do. You cannot. Hello.
Hello, we are listening. Say fast. You are on air. Please go ahead.
I'm saying what I'm saying is the fact that every policy, because we set the purpose of the policy, this was that's the one. Number two. So how long can we keep on importing items with big countries? I think that we have the mindset that we have to do some of the things ourselves. Because those are people who also have their input. Every time we want to do things in our own domestically, people come against it. And yet we try to we are not improving. We are not doing well. Because all our foreign messages go out of the country. The more you get items for your own country, you take it from the outside country. And then you ship capital to them too. So for how long can we keep on saying that we will be consuming foreign goods, and yet we turn around and say we are not improving, we are not developing? It's crazy.
All right. So thank you very much. Point well made. Yes. So that is what is happening. Everybody, be our new opinion.
But also, Freya, just under 1 minute, just make your point so that we can pick the next caller. The number is 0256253461. Hello, Francis. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, so for every go more chance. Yeah, that's the one we can.
In fact, I'm going to mention Uncle Kojo. Your guest, he's a person I know personally.
Okay.
Yamisha, I want to wait for. Right. Stop for Togo collaboration with the Methodist Church Ghana. I think it's a thing that will go a long way to bring protocols for addressing national and continental issues. Yes, I will see Mali, Burkina Faso, Zara Kampo, as they want to move away from ECOWAS. If we have such protocols, we can use them to address such issues.
All right. Thank you.
On swollen shoes, I'm the friend anonym bureaucracy. And for such a long time, I used to share up till today. This problem is existed among them. In fact, Papa will go farm as the past.
Me pacho, obetimi in term kakrama.
Anka, call your the fire. So or how? Me, I don't know. Everybody was trying to find an antidote.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Point well made. And yemre no say time or not tinka offer 30 seconds. But fireman 30 seconds sooner you do fireman.
Hello.
Fireman.
Hello. Yeah, I thought it's very far it's for the phone abasu, the division. And the type abasu pass or money to go. A collaborating, you do 20 minutes, the minute put your corner, no musubi to your barn, a nice idea. I tell we all say a young dada. Yes, when I say that soon come. African countries are Methodist a wall, yes, collaboration with Nana, some policy in corner, and the one man and you one into home. And I can't soon, let's say, or come at the back, if you new airport at the crossroad. It's better, it's India, the animal. Ransom for food. A month, a video of Mupia, a will see. All right. Ghana economy, a 2 point.
Yo, fireman, yeah, that's a part. Mr. Taylor, and then there has been an independent verification of the fact that say Honorable Abraham Juma Odum, former MC of Trifu at Timokwa, is actually the brain behind the ban on the importation of rice. So yeah, thank you very much for.
Oh, okay.
This
then I think that if it's a Ghanaian, can't we tap into his
expertise? All right, so please. I mean, we want to thank you so much for being with us today. You've always been safe for us when it comes to some of these things and your insightful renditions. Viewers, and I am ready to you trying to but we are not gone yet. We are having an interview with the 𝗟𝗏𝗘 on a very important issue. Please, we are coming soon to you.
Meye mi fie Christian fie, mema mi kun aye Christiani, na me mofra aye Christian fo, mema mi fie aye Christian fie. Ban papam eye dwumadi a ekoso ewo WTV so. Ekasa afa ekwan a ye tete ye mofra. Ekwan a yebefa so ama yaware ayefe ne yaware edimu. Efie entete anase efie siesie ene efie nkomodie mu nso yenya entwenten. Into me to sa frɛw sɛ hwɛ WTV na nneɛma pa bebree ɛwɔ WTV so enwumpa nkomodie papa nneɛma pa ɛbɛboa me ne omienu ɛne yɛmfie kɔso ara na hwɛ WTV.
Sorry, not shrink.
Wake up to a purposeful day.
Get ready for a transformational morning experience.
Sorry, not shrink is here to build our spirituality, mental and physical well-being.
Through positive, inspiring actions and stories.
We bring you exciting activities and conversations that develop us as a people and as a nation.
We take a look at the trending issues in Ghana and the rest of the world.
And we also review the impacting stories from our local newspapers.
Every morning, we bring you stories of hope, change, and renewal.
We empower you through the Word of God and provoke you to live the purposeful life destined for you.
Join us, Anita Quarcoo
and the Reverend Adzika Vincent Agbamanya, Monday to Friday from 5:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. as we take you on an inspiring journey, live and exclusively on WTV.
You may also join us on Facebook at WTV Ghana and on YouTube at 𝗟𝗏𝗘 Ghana.
Sorry, not shrink.
Wake up to a purposeful day.
Sorry, not shrink is brought to you by
Danwell Insurance, Multi-Credit Savings and Loans,
and the Methodist University Ghana. Ahwefo ye ma ye ho akwaba eye 𝗟𝗏𝗘 ne na no pay menim so mo de car na bayo so mo de aeroplane na bayo, but it is good to have our brothers from the 𝗟𝗏𝗘. I will introduce them. No maybe some amania pa ye sen wo ye studio ha. So we have with me here na ubebo Nana the Mr. Sanka ho. Nana Yamwa is the late chairman of the 𝗟𝗏𝗘, and we have in the middle a former 𝗟𝗏𝗘 chair, Nicholas. Brother Nicholas has been with us this morning, and we also have Joseph Yokoso. I hope I got the name right. He is the secretary for the 𝗟𝗏𝗘 Lay Movement Council. My dear brothers, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Chairman.
Yes.
Anope die mimi die minim na emum etiefo epeso hu die nti anope wa ba bedu yen studio sa.
Just the me gina na ya ma Methodist ebusuako kese awo Methodist Church Ghana na dodwara o winibada osese honti na no honsomfo wa pejafoko anape yebudu Grant House na yenye WTV for botwetwe nkomo afa yumezi sunkwa yeze atodo de yepede yema wona wa soma sorry a woye apejafoko lay for no onye edwumayefo bia na this is the second time here is edwuma otedam na yehu de WTV na oye baby a yeze yana asamba dom bebre bete kankara Methodist for bete na wehu sentira na medwumezi won na pay ba ya Rebecca the second edition of 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Memorial Lectures at Winneba Diocese.
Thank you very much. So, dear viewers, our brothers and sisters in the Winneba Diocese, I am embarking on the second 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Memorial Lecture, which is going to be held by the Winneba Diocese. Let's go to Brother Taylor for him to give us the content of it. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Memorial Lecture. About Saint Nesha and where are we now?
Right. Me that's bebre. December late man ekaye no. Eyade Methodist aso na nkese started say mpanyimfo omo aye adwuma bo aso no say kai wo mu. And so the church itself started with 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Memorial Lectures. Okay. And the various dioceses so started say wo mu eye bibi e dia kai mpanyimfo omo so aboa diocese no. And we never diocese papa ba ko a obo moden e wo asor no mu ne din edan so pa aye papa 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. And papa 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 was also the first lay chairman of the Winneba Diocese. And the synod etnase no and omo agitum say sa lecture no ye na yemfa papa 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 di ento so. And we do it annually. Last year, started here, and we are going to do the second one. And we have a focal person for this year, which we may talk about
discuss
later.
Soon. All right. So, Secretary, let's go to the content of the program. I know you have details of the content of the program. When is it happening? What is the time? And what is going to be the lineup of the program?
Okay. So, thank you very much. Yankoponi Yadoma Saturday. Okay. Saturday ya be ya 10th. Yes. Ochina Friday.
Okay, Saturday.
Yes.
All right.
Ochina ya na ye program no. Na ye no Winneba Cathedral.
Okay.
Yes. Anopa 8 o'clock. Na ya tenase 8:30 pepepe na ye djumezi no ashase. Na yerisha na ye hwe Canada. Wona ya tunsa fro ho ni nyina na Methodist for wo oye Winneba Diocese na wo yina obetu na oba cancer ewo oye cathedral na yebehwe enyim so de oye yani speaker ya tonsa yeze afren oye Professor 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Simpson. Okay. Ono oye vice chancellor ewo Methodist University ono na onye baba kasa on the topic yafa entino dem na eribisa no yes asa yani bishop onye han bobo mpay akra se no secretary nso bobo na onye na bompay if you hold man na election no aba then focal person na you celebrate no oye this Saturday no oye papako enyam for the second lay chairman no ono ne nkofo nso a wo hodom no ye be hwede ye be on na hon with a citation and other things. Na ebe keep a pattern kasa so ne biography. Achre na nkofo hu. Nzama waye. Even outside the Methodist Church na ebe kan nyina achre man nkofo ehu ni nyina. And then ne executives onye won ye adwuma within the period. When nyina nso ebe hwede.
Omu nyina ate ase.
No, I think one of them.
Okay.
One is gone.
Okay.
But what can you now hold the monk of Fing and so also another them because we believe that Jan Uncle or ye, Juman, or near the monk of Fing and boy, so that near tenure of office no is successful.
All right, amazing. And remember, Chairman, so what is the topic or the theme for the day? Professor Bonzi, something Ewekasa.
Yom Jizide, Tifo, Zayeza to Assembly 3 Methodist in wo amokaka wo amanyesem ma obayemwa hawa wom na kwana ye namodo. Your father me topic na yɛrehwɛ the season in which we find ourselves. 2024 year bra ye boto aba. Na ya fa nkrofo mu wa ye dwuma na ye bi se de anna so. Methodist yi wo man ho kwan de ye gizi wo man ho kwan de obutum wa ya man yosam. Na ye hu papa ko anyamfora oye the second lecture man edwuma ye de oye asori nyi mapa na waje nyamiezi na okagina wo amanye sem ma otumi ye na edwuma oze de medwuma bia bom na ye hu do ohia papa de ye kan wasam in fact said da me edwumezi ne baby wo nyan be son for aye hwa azanza ye kan de say other political parties input say na odo wo ba odo betie bi o sande jezinyi na ye jezi de so zo ma na nyima obutum wo za ma na ko baby onyame openti bi said e ba ha no wo eba mwo so na ozeba ma jezefo na ye beye ne den at this time some jezi de da na e ba san ye ma orokodo obi ama ne a vision obi aka neze na ye hwede say jezefo no wo man ka bia na okuti bible na waka onyame na asem kyenkrofo na was onyame za waye the strategy of Christ will bear in their witness to leading the nation. See you there say ye baka dam topic no hasama ma dwene men da na papa bia na was boko ba de hu there omboa he na ye ya asoro mba ye ze ye hu boko aman ye sembo na ye zi ye hunyi ehone na ohiam wadama breed obe chekere ma ye hu there ebotu na ye zi ye hunyi eba na aza na ye be ye nti da medwumeze ote da men obobo hen ma hen na ye wa asoro na yetum ya kwaman yesem na ya ofata obi sem ye Christian nti meze wo ya menye bi but if you select bad people to lead the nation you will also be part of the nation nti ye kind of say a Christian for and a Jesus for the one who share man yesem ma obobo wo kwan akoro do bebre me jisi de na America bi wo da masem afa papa ko anyanfo ho kakra woni dwumeza ozi de oye the district chief executive first and enjoy district secretary of Gomwa West. Na the brand kan Gomwa West na ye kan Gomwa West nara nitiri apa na Gomwa East sesia ono so baka na Gomwa Central. In those days na papa kwa yanfo baby a otse there oye district chief executive and na mundo oso papa nde ye kase abaye 3 constituency or 3 district ni nyina na oye nedwuma fa dwuma odzi zebo a district na yepede ye kan wasam ozebo asor na ye kan wasam at one time papa no ye director of education onya damabro no po ma no do call anwem oye western awonwem oye western region ni nyina po fi ne ho ba ye dwuma da oye le chairman wo wini ba da houses na Monday Sunday ahmoche wasana ke ne dwuma today oye director oye da min dwuma nyina owie politics obaye director obaye lay chairman hu there he was able to combine the main dwuma not done ways there oye nyamesuminyi mapa
na no why dwuma Mr. Nicola who and who are invited is it a free for all and as it's a paid program?
Thank you very much. So them here my planning committee.
Oh, you are the chairman of the planning committee. All right.
And so yatunsa afre all members are we never doubt sinada will be amra afi amanya for no so yatunsa afre yanim paying for would paying war winiba ena gomwa ena ya pam na nkwado hina da won so mra no meta chief afi ahemfo nso yatunsa afre won fa won yezi won fa meta chief ena afi nkrofo ejidi de won so ba program ni bia obotum na wado won yimzi wada aboa nso ya afre won na ya asofo hina won so worba ena hen bishop obedi jubedi na yim jubedi etum akodo nti yatunsa afre mpanyfo are ya me yadom ochina 8 o'clock ya bohwe de jumene botum na wa akodo nti bibia de na akon pepepe.
All right. Maybe sir secretary last question security in sense wakoye chochofo a o ward house so a wo share yele movements how is security going to be will be a fee baby aba nka say enipa bebre hia ya na enipa bonefo eba how is security on the ground?
Okay, so my yenye there your local planning committee oye Winneba they've been in contact with police Winneba na Obama hen oye personnel police personnel on that day They will be around.
All right.
Yes, the church. And so baby should feel secure there. When it comes to security, you are safe.
All right.
Around the church and then even inside the church.
That is assuring. Chairman, your last words now, greet as many as 2 people. And you ever heard your better? Only 2 people. All right.
Just the last words I ever can there. Winnie Bazen Abe unique Zama connection. SHA means as a wire. Nam Penny Bebre, the lay president, to my brother Taylor Norican, on no pay. But Winnie Bayeza the menu at Dizaben, ya died there. He let it be all embracing. Na nkrofo wonye ne ye adwuma woka okunyim ho mo ye adwuman so wo hye okunyim enyimnyama wonja no ho enti ebusua wonye papa ekowanyamfo ye adwuma wo tse hene nka wo tse hene ya to nsa afre hon ye kede wombre kokudam osande ye enyimnyam sha bia na bimpo because menyim da papa JHS Wilson de yakase ono no ye treasure we film papa kowanyamfo film mfi duni into ochede ye hu de ho ebien ne ze wokọ but wona waka nyina wotase na wona wokọ npo ye adwene ho a na wona wotase nti ono ya asama ye kende wombra won forward na wo mo support dwumeza what's them na papa ko anyamfo ye wie ne dem na ye wie nyimnyam hyekro ka wen de ye repe asoro a ye botum ne ye za ato ne zin o sande a ono ye nyimnyam hye botum ejina ho ma obi ochine bi otum we hu ye nya pa secretary rugodo sande ofia pa na ye nya asoro jezi don to ma ochinan ye botu bebi a ye zere ba hye ne nyimnyam ye botu ne zin mankrofo hu de iyew o ho sande methodist hye ma ye hu de dem nyama no boboa samrichi ano no michi okonyim the bishop the right reverend Pastor Solomon Grant Sifia oya so ni ti wo simpa na samrichi ono za no chodo obi omon ahozan ono the presiding bishop of the Methodist Church, Most Reverend Paul Kwabena Boafo, na naka no free.
Na oko now you be say muhu otivo do and chama and now be who say we have been speaking with Yebra Nana Yamwa. He is the Winneba lay chairman. He is also the chairman for the Advisory Board Resource Mobilization Directorate. He came with Mr. Nicholas Taylor, who is our regular discussant on our show, and Afe Yebra Joseph Yokoso, who is the Lay Movement Council Secretary for Winneba Diocese. And you know, we are all coming. We'll come and support you. Amen. And so expect us. So on the screen, dear viewers, is the poster and the lineup of what is going to happen. So Quarcoo Aqua Memorial Lecture. It is the 2nd edition. Saturday, 10th February at the Ebenezer Cathedral, Winneba. Nafi Papa Aqua and ni photo Edda ho kama. Afi the Obekasa so Miami Bra Penny, my own Vice Chancellor, Professor Philip Bonze Simpson, and also na Odaho kama. All of us are coming and please come also to support them. Winneba Diocese, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Right. You try your one by your bar. We have another interview for you.
KFK Foods is an award-winning world-class restaurant with over 10 years experience in both local and continental dishes. We render services for parties, cafeteria services for schools and hospitals, individuals, corporates and institutions, as well as groups who want to treat their partners to delicious meals and services. We have all local and international dishes including banku with tilapia, fufu with light soup, fried rice with grilled or fried chicken, assorted fried rice, fish with chips, noodles and spaghetti, pizzas, pastries, shawarma, beef and chicken sauces. All kinds of breakfast baskets in Accra. Locate us at the Ambassadorial Enclave on the 1st floor of the Wesley Towers at 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. from Monday to Saturday. In Tema, locate us at Community 25 Annex, where the event center is located at 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. from Monday to Sunday. For all orders, call us on 0244 637647 or WhatsApp us on 050 33171153. KFK Foods, you deserve it.
Sana yenuma, say dear, Sankofa natural spices at the romanti. Jabehu, Nisenti, Yam fire pomudi near Gubu, Ghana Funiaji. If we say, ya your local spices, na ya fradia ya Sankofa natural spice. And what does the dear? A draw to be brave. See, they are for kappa Sankofa natural spices.
As a busy career woman, I save so much time now. Me trick garlic. When Tiani Ade Ewa Asenkamu to you, Sankofa natural spice at some breast super. Nami de gummy jollof fumu, name is to a hooduma, emanate dance.
Darling, the barbecue they go on, and with Sankofa natural spices, I'm started at one time, and my name is dead.
Rekese, I was Sankofa natural spices modded. Me the yummy soups na. My customers into me huja. Eti debia na me chop a higher. Na fufro cry ye dia become Sankofa natural spices. Didi.
So pesa obeye ensemtrenia enye school bi akeke ene wo se woko ene school a mekan for dia mawa eye Oxford Institute of Business and Journalism admission ashase 2021-2022 academic year over 2-year NABTES diploma programs BTC journalism and media studies business administration and hospitality management short courses between 6 months cosmetology and makeup digital and social media marketing radio broadcasting and a video and photography. Our facilities are what do ebe bowa dishia. Your hostel facilities are obenya baby ada TV and radio studio what be your practicals. Obetro computer environment nanka sansono. E wa ye kama acheche fo so wo mabin. Na se wo wie wa dishia attachment any adwuma sam de. Woni how kra. Enti kan wen kope admission forms ne bi to sisia. E 60 Ghana cedis. E wo ye 2 campuses ni nyina. Kumase kwada so Oshimase Rollers ana Santasi Star Junction ana Frey 0504234005 ana 0244724087.
Dear friends, you are welcome back to our studios again. Anope yasan enya ye maame baako fe anka kanwa ye beka se maame osono na ho ofe ene na ho fama de ye the camera to no so ana mubehu de ntia owa. So I have with me Madam Mildred Anna Nunu, who is the National Acting Chairman of SUMA. Ono na anope waba kame ho. Ono so wonkomode de bia oni ye ba bedi. Now, what you do not know, say what to cry na SUMA Connectional is 30 years. A year SUMA ye 30 years ni. Na omo chef na ye mame ene odimirika aba a year WTV Studios a year Sorena Shrine. Oba be kan nsem bia nti SUMA fo e mon friend from SUMA all right, it's good to have you, Mama Mildred. All right, I honestly didn't know that you have been elected as the new chairman for the organization. That been an election you called, I think last year. Yeah. Last year. So I heard something like that, but I didn't know it was you. Okay. Because you don't know I know you. All right, so you are welcome to our studios. 30th anniversary, SUMA for the 30th anniversary. Bumumun komoye.
SUMA enya 30 years. Amuji Tumo Methodist Conference 1994. So 2024 is 30 years. So the climax will come on. And as package of the 30th anniversary, we are to honor our leaders. Okay. The president, this time, those who are alive. Okay. Ye says, what's your senior show when you yama, I am a fe. In Tianona, Yes, started say yeah, and the first one no Kumasi. The second one in Yebeno Accra. A year ni Pakone and sister Mariana Sean Katai.
Okay.
Or some more and as Broom Memorial Methodist Church.
Okay.
Into a hot near Bay program.
Okay.
A Quisiada.
A Quisi there be.
Quisia there be time near 9 o'clock.
Okay. Into mobile within the church service now.
Yeah, been within the church service now.
Okay.
There will be presentations from the National, from the UK branch, from Accra Diocese, from Adzika Circuit, and then the Adzika Society, which she was a member before. That if where your membership is, a connection officer. If you don't have a membership, then you don't qualify to be a connection officer. So the membership war. And it's Bruce. Okay. It's your ben.
To be a connectional executive, no, you should have been a society executive, become a circuit executive, and become a diocesan. Is that how it is? So you go through the rank.
Yeah. Into why society president da, Papa secretary president, and then diocesan 1 year president.
Okay.
Or year diocesan president no 1 year man connectional financial secretary.
Okay.
So you cannot do the two at the same time. Into a culture almost say Jumano, and back then so the summa and try to say they. But a culture almost say 1 man connection idea no so they that is the yana kawa na hobetre. Into a connection idea na.
Into na meetia ye mami na ye hye nanuonyam as part of the 30th anniversary.
Yes.
Sa pepe. But your sambo ni din biem na kire yen dwuma a wedi ama eyesuma enunti a ese ye hye no sa nanuonyam yi.
A friend of Sister Marian is Sean Katai. Dwuma de wedi bebre na ye tintim wo bookim. Inti book ni be o share no kwesi ada no wo.
Okay.
Te yan kan wo ha. O to book ni bia.
Na obehu
na obehu asem. Wo be bisu a obete kakra bi.
Okay.
Na wo ba obete bi. Nyama bebre be koso wani beje. Na ema mo to book ni bi dia na de aka nyina obeti.
Enti na chese sumafo ewo eye connection ni mu nyina ya invite om se obia amra.
Ya ma open say wo abetumi aban but Accra North.
Okay.
Accra North Diocese, Accra Diocese and Winnipeg Diocese, they will be coming in their names.
Okay.
So the rest, 1 or 2 or something.
Okay. Northern Accra na yeke. So no, adeni eye within the Northern Accra Diocese.
Yeah.
Na ye na ye de ye interview aba newi ya na manfo eye confused as to suma modwuma poten amoye e wasafo no ene wanya kwenya ene Ghana nyina e hwew. We can say educators, what is the duty of a SUMA member within the Methodist Society?
The duty is say boy evangelical as Petri Jumano ewa. So that is the main core of the SUMA. The akanyina ye de keka ho. Aya nkrofo ka say e bia ye adoye. Adoye na ye no ye de twini pa makra.
Okay.
Until one doye na wo koye no say en twini pa makra na yeso mani di ajaye.
Okay.
So wo ko show bi. Sani a wo de ko hwe no. Ma emma ni pakro ni nani embra erade so na gidi intim wo Kristo. Ti se Susanna Wesley die no.
Okay.
Susanna Wesley had so many challenges. Na sense of what gidi we erade minti, ya can try because for a mother to give birth to 19 and 9 of them mo bebu won kwala enye easy.
Okay.
Show baba akokra ewu. But still the woman was still in the faith.
Okay, nti modwuma ne say asempatre ye di kan na
adoye yes bebre but the main one
and no abosui. Okay, me fa mienu nkan ho enim say sumafo yes mo asoso ana mo siesia sorry eprapra ho eno so yampa sa
eno so yampa pa
nti kwesi da anopa na se memne da mo na moko ekuko siesie ho.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when it comes to decorations and other things.
Okay.
We did.
By nya prapra and it's a decoration
kwa na. Decoration kwa na yempra ho be pra.
Okay.
O kwa siesie ho na yempra ho definitely you must.
Now so societies be the maintain who say sumafo koko siesie ho sao.
But that's what came many be di akire.
When be di akire.
Yeah, maybe society.
Okay.
Let me di many di akire.
Enti ne kra no yes sumafo mo so na mo hwe asofo.
Asofo ne yemba.
Sa.
Enti ya hwe wo ma me ne yen.
Sa. Me pacho nim say me asofo de.
Me but say
unimo.
Say wo show ba. Eni so ba bo de ba ka me hwe mba me hwe. Then you are being responsible.
Okay. Dia me pese me che me nche dan hu say mo hwe me sa.
And you be hu sofo.
Sa.
Wo be hu papa. Wo wa him for society.
Me nka so obedwo. Enti asofo ene ye di tudwa enim se bebre na anim suma ene ese hwe yen. Enti nanse sori anopa na ye di ekuru a akosuma for so mo na ye maamenom na ese maamenom so no ma ye chop money. And so one of the duties of Suma is also to take care of ministers and sometimes to call them acts of their well-being. Say you maybe will feel betimi ababe susumwa omso betimi ababe susum. Ma ne kra no mepese oto enkra na womu a womu nka Suma ho no eba beka ho. What is the most attractive thing here ne so be hwe? Meaning say sometimes you target the young girls to be part of Suma. Tiene so be hwe enkra ben na woto ama our young ladies say omomedjon Suma.
Enkra ya to ama ne say since we based on this thing evangelism no. Omo embeka ye ho. Na ye wo entity ya ye do your programs are a favor young ladies. For example, we've been started, it is package, it's part of the package. You ever started say Sunday school girls fellowship. We'll be going there teaching them how to cook. Maybe some food we select at various places. Also, and there, mama no, omo kwa adwuma na adi. Ntukwana ne bebre ohwe de be mi kro omu ye. But oba chapo na aka say oh and ye benu obi okra nkomba. But aduane ni nti obeden obeba. Kire ni wi on nyame samaka. All right. We nya kwala no.
Yeah, that's it. I know say if some young ladies are watching, ekuo no ya attractive. Almost so wonwum bi. Say kuye don sumo say bibi matra say de bia minyanya west but to sanyum no just under 30 seconds na yompo kuye don suma mesi kuye don suma mesi kuye don suma mekoso na masum Jesus kuye don suma mesi kuye don suma mesi kuye don suma mekoso na masum Jesus. Oh yeah, yeah. Make us so na masum Jesus. Wow. Suma eye odoku sa na omo kachro mo nti omo bo mo ho nsamran say beloved. Let us love. Obi onyi do not soon. All right. It's yet came. Na ya fatu kwesidan. Oh yeah, friend then yeah national cloth. Okay. And Yen 30th anniversary monfla. On them they celebrate yearly leaders in tea. Okay. Yeah, monfla for them. All right. And this year, throughout this year, say so many be a wife for father to see that chapel and program beer. This monfla can be added to it. Okay, but only national club will be a national club. No, be a name the monfla. Called as Uko Society president to be Pibiama. So that is what we are using throughout the year. Okay, thank you very much. Let's now have the full flyer on our screens. Suma Nibia Oshibia Eno Enedasui. It is dear beloved, the Connection Suma wishes to invite you to the honoring ceremony of Sister Marian Ashon Katai, past Connection President, the year 2002 the year 2003 and nona ewoso the date is the 11th of February 2024 this very Sunday ewo NS Bruce Memorial Methodist ewo Adabraka time no so 9 prompt Methodist for the year ye time so enti munyina moden na momeka ho enkankan Suma fuo nyinara and all Methodists who love the activities of Suma we are inviting you yedamase se munyina mobeba. We have been speaking to our sister Mildred Annan Nunu, who is the Connection acting chairman of Suma. Mama akwaba say ene waba be kan yo. That's it. Ye be ba be support mo. And then am say ya be srem nde nti so be ne be ma mo bi. O ne mom aha. Nti ye mo de man. Nti ekuyi ye dom Suma no. Ye do Suma. Ye do Suma nya ye do. Ye do. So ye botai ni say ye do. Nti ekuyi ye do. Ye do Suma. Ah, ye do Suma. Mate. Nti ye wi a no be twa photo na say. All right. Ye twa ye ho aba ye ba ye call insurance so.
Praise God. Christ in T. You respond, yeah, Adzika. I'm excited to announce to you, friends in the Lord. Are you seeking for a platform where you can pray? Open baby up a soul bomb pie. Now ninyami edi inkita home. Bibi so. And I'm not the same kum. And you're coming home. Let's go into the prayer room on WTV every Friday 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. to meet seasoned ministers of God that God has raised to impact your life. Remember, John Wesley said, I have too much to do, therefore I spend several hours in prayer in able to do it. That is why we are calling upon you. Meet myself, Reverend Hosea Osei, and the Evangelism Missionary Renewal Directorate as we lead you into the prayer room where we encounter Christ. And I believe your life will never be the same. Call your friends, your loved ones, every Friday 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. where we will encounter Christ. God bless you. See you on our screens on WTV every Friday 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. God bless you.
Insurance is part of us, and we should be mindful of that. Insurance Minute is proudly brought to you by 𝗟𝗏𝗘 Insurance Company. My name is 𝗦𝗏𝗏, and today we'll be discussing the motor insurance, which has to do with comprehensive, the third party, and the third party fire and theft. And for that, you can also contact 𝗟𝗏𝗘. If you have a new car you haven't insured, contact 𝗟𝗏𝗘 on info@𝗟𝗏𝗘insurance.com and have a chat with them, or you can use their WhatsApp number. In a matter of 10 minutes, they'll be able to walk you through the process. You get your insurance ready for you. But let's go check out a video. We'll be back shortly.
𝗟𝗜𝗍 done well. You can call me 𝗟𝗜𝗍𝗘. I'm your virtual insurance underwriter who can get your motor insurance policy in just 10 minutes. All you have to do is send hi on WhatsApp number 050-168-7806, and it is done effortlessly. We're good to go. If it must be done, it must be done well.
Locate 𝗟𝗏𝗘 in Osu, just adjacent the Noble Chinese restaurant, or you can contact them on the telephone numbers or on info@𝗟𝗏𝗘insurance.com. We'll be back after this with 𝗟𝗏𝗘.
How does the story of old influence decisions and lifestyles of today? How can we tread the path to salvation based on past events? Why is history important, and how can it inspire the future? Another says, a generation which ignores history has no past and no future. Join us in a talk show program.
Tell me the old story.
Right here on Wesleyan Television, as we engage knowledgeable people with facts in history that will influence our present and shape our future.
Make a date with us every Saturday at 7 p.m.
as we delve deep into our history. God bless you.
Tell me the old story. Brought to you by the Heritage Directorate of the Methodist Church, Ghana.
Yema yeho akwaba eba apomuden so ana yejina den. Apomodin segment is brought to you by the 𝗟𝗡𝗃 Institute. The 𝗟𝗡𝗃 Institute is located in Kumasi on the Kochi Road. 𝗟𝗡𝗃 for say o adwene mu yade a wo mo bedomo aboa wo mo tenete afa so if you are in any form of addictions almost say and also so beboa obi onubone so obi no monsan wontumi nyai 𝗟𝗡𝗃 Institute are vested in alleviating all forms of psychiatric and psychological conditions. And then anope, what are we looking at on Apomodin? Anope ya say protect your eyes. Eni a onyankopon ede amayen no enya miensa enye num enye du eye mienu pe baako ewo left and baako right ye ka se de etie bia no do not expose your eyes to objects that can be harmful. Ya na bo weni ho ban se obi si TV echi fiti anopa kokosi enwumre da bi enye sa TV ndie yese hwe nkankan WTV die, but do not be too close to the screen. Oh, metna wona me ben ho ana me hu ni pa da bi. Anytime you realize that you are drawing too closer to your set, me pa choko ne koko hu a doctor for ehwe ni, it means there's something wrong with the eye. Akwala bi so say ma mete board animu a ya na maintain hu papa, please go and see a doctor or behwe weni, see an optometrist and optometrician na onhwe weni na onmwa netimi hu ade. We are also saying say na se unamwa na emfa weni emmeme nyoma bi ti say nwisie emfa weni emmeme enyoma bi ti say smaller particles eninam ewiemu. Please protect your eye in all shapes or form. Say obekwa akwaje me spectacles bi na wo de ato ani so kama abra wuntimi hu ade yi a it is recommended. But when you buy, please, we are advocating this morning, protect your eye in all shapes or form. Speak to your doctor and he will be able to give you an advice on this. 𝗟𝗡𝗃 Institute is the proud sponsor of Apomodin.
𝗟𝗡𝗃 Institute. Ayaresabia Hotonia Sumdia Shahoma.